We are all familiar with the Indiana Jones film series.
There's a big snake in the plane, Jack!
But what if I told you that there was more truth to this film than you first anticipated? You see, just like the films, where Harrison Ford is fighting against Nazi powers to find lost relics of the past. This did indeed happen during World War II. So, welcome to Hitler's search for the lost Holy Grail.
Relyc.
While war was raging in Europe and around the world, there was another race going on behind the smoke of battle. One driven not by strategy, but by obsession. An obsession that would take us to the darkest corners of the world. And to understand this Nazi mission to find long-lost relics of years gone by, we have to first look into the mind of Adolf Hitler. With age, he became more and more obsessed with the idea of immortality. Carrying out the continuation of a regime in which he had dedicated so much to became an obsession. While Hitler's personal doctor gave him dozens of strange treatments, including hormone injections, new market medicine, and herbal tonics, Hitler's health was declining. It is 1938, 6 months before war would officially erupt in Europe. Deep in the heart of the Alps, a small unit of SS officers, under direct orders of Adolf Hitler and Heinrich Himmler, embarked on a mission in which many of them would not return from. You're probably wondering what the point of these long, highly dangerous expeditions was for. This mission was part of a scheme called Operation Walhalla, in which German leaders were tasked with locating important religious artifacts, not least the Holy Grail. Within Adolf Hitler's Bavarian retreat, high-ranking members of the German party would perform sacred rituals. These documented rituals were seen as a way for high-ranking members of the party to gain spiritual energies and be used for the subsequent effort to dominate Europe. Now, before any questions in the comment section, yes, these rituals did indeed happen, and yes, both Adolf Hitler and Heinrich Himmler believed they were connected to a higher power, marking these relics as highly important for people of those beliefs. Now, back to the search. Hitler assembled a team of highly capable soldiers from the SS to embark on this journey into the Alps. This team was led by German explorer Otto Ramm. Ramm, who is referred to as the Nazi Indiana Jones, was actually the inspiration for the film series after his expeditions to find lost relics of the past in the 1930s. Otto Ramm's research led them to a castle within the Alps called Montsegur. Hitler believed that if they could indeed find it, it could be his path to immortality. The search was unsuccessful.
Die gesamte Generalität ist nichts weiter als ein Haufen niederträchtiger, treuloser Feiglinge!
Mein Führer, ich kann nicht zulassen, dass die Soldaten, die für Sie verbringen...
Nicht als Feiglinge! Verreiter, Versager!
Mein Führer, was Sie da sagen, ist ungeheuerlich!
Die Generalität ist das Geschmeiß des deutschen Volkes!
As a result of the expedition to the Alps, Adolf Hitler and Heinrich Himmler were left more than unimpressed and demanded more missions to be planned immediately. Otto Ramm, on the other hand, would not see the next expedition. He disappeared in mysterious circumstances just 6 months later, leaving Adolf Hitler and Heinrich Himmler no closer to the Grail.
Die Suche nach dem Heiligen Gral geht weiter.
After the first expedition's failure, the second started just months later. At this point, full-blown war had broken out in Europe. Adolf Hitler had now invaded Poland, and at the end of 1939, World War II had officially begun. This, however, did not deter Hitler or Himmler. In fact, This only created a bigger sense of urgency to find the Grail within the Third Reich. This time, the trail led them even farther from home, into the harsh, snow-covered mountains of Tibet. Yes, Tibet, the mountains thousands of miles away from Germany. After the subsequent disposal of Otton, this expedition was led by well-known German explorer and zoologist Ernst Schaefer. This time, the goal was simple: to find anything at all that would lead the German High Command closer to locating the Grail. You see, Nazi leaders believed that the Holy Grail may not have been in Europe at all. Some of the documents they uncovered, along with strange theories floating around secret occult circles, suggested that the true origin of the Grail might be hidden in the untouched mountains of Tibet. The mission was grueling, with long, tiring paths through the Himalayan mountains. Some accounts from Schaefer's camp even spoke of supernatural experiences while up in the mountains. After 2 long weeks of fighting the harsh conditions of the Tibet mountains, Schaefer and his crew had finally made it, and what awaited them at the top was truly special. The same, however, could not be said for what was going on back in Europe for Adolf Hitler. It is late 1939. Adolf Hitler is about to make a speech inside a Munich beer hall. Little does he know that in 13 minutes a bomb planted hours ago will detonate. This, however, never materialized. Both Adolf Hitler and Heinrich Himmler left the venue early that evening. If you would like a detailed breakdown of this assassination attempt, visit our friends over at Fern. They have a great video discussing this topic, and this is something we may explore ourselves in future videos. Now, what was found up in the Tibet mountains? The IndianaJones films suggest that they found alien life during these expeditions. Other reports suggest that Schaefer found a statue carved from a meteorite that fell almost 15,000 years ago. The Iron Man statue has been a topic of discussion after its disappearance from the Tibet mountains after 1939, also being an indirect inspiration for the film series. Once again, however, no Grail. This video has merely scratched the surface of the true effort that the Nazis put into finding lost relics and forgotten civilizations. If you enjoy this style of video, where we are able to visualize the past and research topics that you may not see anywhere else, click subscribe. As for Adolf Hitler and the Holy Grail, the story continues.